Hello friends, it's me Muhammad Danial from Elixir Fragrances back with another video. So guys, today we're gonna talk about fractional distillation. Although the fractional distillation was being done in the commercial factories or for the commercial purposes, but you can say that decade before, the same distillation technique was used in the Agarwood distillation, and some of the distillery used that same method for the sandalwood also. Okay, but if you know anyone who used to distill or any other products like any florals, any roots or any spices in using this fractional distillation, please to let me know. So basically fractional distillation in simple terms means to separate the chemical compounds from the given solution. Okay, this is the simple meaning of the fractional distillation. But in the Agarwood distillation, the fractional distillation was used to get the top, mid and base notes out of the Agarwood. As we as you know that in the simple distillation, like in the hydro distillation or in the steam distillation, when we get the output of the Agarwood, we get the top, middle and base notes combined. Okay, and we can easily feel the transition of, if we have the wood Agarwood oil, you can feel the transition easily from top to the base. So first of all, why fractional distillation of the Agarwood is used? So the simple answer is that most of the perfumers, they need some typical notes of the Agarwood who use in their perfumes. Like for example, the XYZ perfumer needs only the base note of the Agarwood oil. Then what did he do if he had only a single distillation? He can't separate that base notes from that Agarwood oil. Okay, so for example, if he just put that oil into any other or mixed with any other oil, so what happened is that in that blend, when the Agarwood was mixed with some rose oil, so it is 100% sure that in that blend you can feel the top notes of that wood oil as well. But most of the perfumers only, for example, if there is a perfumer who needs only the base note, what did he do? Or for example, if he needs only the top notes of that wood oil, what did he do? So the simple solution of that is that is why the fractional distillation is being used, or this method is being used in the Agarwood or in any other products like the sandalwood also. But today I'm just talking about the Agarwood, because most of the artisan distillers nowadays use this method, although this method takes a lots of time, and it takes a lots of time, lots of patience, and it's quite expensive wood oils, but the result is just fabulous, okay. And it's the best way for exploring the wood oil separately. For example, if I have the three different the three different notes of the same wood oil, like I have the top and I have the mid and I have the base, then it's the best way to learn that wood oil. Okay, so coming back to the topic, so how did that fractional distillation was done? So the apparatus is same as for the stainless steel or for the copper or for the glass. The apparatus is same, no changing at all. Maybe there is some little bit change, but 90 or 95% the same apparatus is being used. Okay, so this all depends upon the temperature. Okay, what happened is that as we all know, that the top notes of every fragrance are based on a very light molecules. They are very volatile. They are very volatile. They are very light. Then the middle notes are bit heavier than the top notes, and the base notes are more heavier than the top and the mid. So it all starts with the temperature. So mostly when I talk to some distillers and I ask them that at which temperature the fractional distillation is started, so they said that 80 degree is the average temperature at which the fractional distillation is being started. So for example, if there is a distiller XYZ who decided to distill the Hindi wood oil or the Tambodi wood oil, so he just put that material into the copper or stainless steel pot, and he start cooking with the temperature 80 degree. So at 80 degree the material starts cooking, and then what happen is that the light molecules or the volatile molecules, which known as the top notes, are start getting out of that material, mostly for 2 days, or maybe for the 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, depend upon the material which is being used. So after that 4 to 5 days of the same temperature, like 80 degree, the oil start coming out, and then the distiller just get that output. Okay, the one question arises here, that how did that distiller know that the second distillation, second fraction, or the middle notes are start, or the first fraction is completed? So I asked the same question. So he said that basically this fractional distillation is only done by the experienced distiller who had a good experience in the distillation. So how did they know that the first fraction is completed or the second fraction started? So they said that they smell the hydrosol, because we know that when the oil start getting out of the material into the receiver, the solution carries two things, the water and the oil. Okay, so that the water is known as the hydrosol. So they start sniffing to that hydrosol, and only that mature noses can detect that if the middle notes are start getting out of that material or not. And if the middle notes are start extracting from that material, they just separate those top notes, and then they put another receiver or another beaker on something like this to get that middle note. Okay, but second thing, they also increase the temperature. As I told you that the middle notes are bit heavier than the top notes, so to get those notes, to get those aroma, to get those molecules, the temperature should be increased. So from 80 they just increase the temperature to the 90 degree. Okay, so at 90 degree the middle notes are start getting out of that material. Same procedure like the top notes. Okay, now the middle notes, when they get the middle notes, and then they sniff the hydrosol, and they leaves that the base notes are start getting out of that material, they just separate the middle notes, and then they increase the temperature to the 100 degree, because base notes are more heavier than the top and the mid notes. So they just separate that middle note and start collecting the base notes. So this is just the briefly description of the fractional distillation. Hope you understand this, and hope you understand that why this fractional distillation is being used and what's the purpose of this. And as I told you, that it's the best way to learn the or to explore the agarwood aroma. And same thing happens with the sandalwood also. And I came to know that there are mostly couple of distillers who used to distill the sandalwood also in that same method like the fractional distillation. So this is for the today's video. Hope you understand the basic concept of the fractional distillation. I I know that it's not the brief description, or it's not the brief introduction to the fractional distillation, but it's the basic concept of the fractional distillation, so that everyone could have the some basic concept in their mind. And furthermore, you can Google it, and you can learn through the YouTube. But I told that there are videos in the YouTube regarding the fractional distillation of the Agarwood and the brew, but you can search on it. And if you like this video, comment on it, like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I believe that I have shared this fractional distillation in a simple way. So if there's any mistake from mine, if you believe that I was wrong somewhere, so you do let me know. You are free to to comment negative, positive on my video, and I highly appreciate. So this is for today's video. Hope you like it, and then we'll meet you in the next video with some maybe a review of the oud oil. So stay tuned. And today is the Independence Day of Pakistan, so long live Pakistan. So this is for today's video. Hope you like it. Till then, take care and peace.